What's up everybody, and welcome to all the new Disney Mirrorverse players that have recently installed the game over the last 7 days. Wow, what can I say? The main server, the game, alliances are blowing up everywhere. It's really good to see this game finally taking off. And this is only a fraction of things to come. As soon as global launch hits, this game is going to blow, and I for one cannot wait. It's been a very long time. Okay guys, so thank you for everybody who's been watching my content and everybody who's subbed, and for all of those who haven't subbed, I'll make you a deal now. I'm going to do a dungeon run, that's what this video is based on, and if you learn something, you have to subscribe. You in? Okay, good. Let's get into it then. Let's get straight into it now that's out of the way. So first things first, we're on ranged week. I've not done any dungeons yet, so I have 200 energy. I would advise you straight away not to do that because it can be time consuming and it does get a little tedious when you keep doing it week after week. So you see the bonus guardians of Buzz Lightyear, Ian Lightfoot and Ursula. I will be selecting Ian for this. Lots of milestones down there. Let's take out Mickey and we'll put in Ian. So I'll be running Ariel, Maui and Ian for this. Maybe not because there's a restriction. Need one ranged. Disgusting. Okay, so let's change that out. Let's go Buzz Lightyear. Which is not going to be great, but it's okay because we've got Mickey here and it's still going to be quite effective. Okay guys, as you can see, I was on Master 5 last time and I wasn't doing that difficulty. I had like 10 energy left, so I jumped in with some maps and wands just to round up some big points to get to the last milestone on the crystal event, and it worked. So as you can see, there's 4 difficulty levels. We have normal, hard, expert and master. Now as you are starting out, these increase in recommended power ever so slightly. All the way up, you can see the recommended power just slightly increasing. So for me, I'm going to run Expert 2. Maybe 1. I'll run Expert 1. There's not really a big difference between Expert 1 and Expert 4. There's recommended power is, but if you look at the max run in the max points in the next run, it's really not worth coming up against a lot tougher enemies. Just for the measly amount of a couple hundred points. And as you go into larger difficulties, you'll see the dungeon floor size also increases, so your energy expenditure is going to be a lot larger. Don't get me wrong, the artifacts are worth it. The red ones give off a lot of points there. Jump into master, you can see 525. So yeah, if you keep it roughly to something you know you can get through and you don't spend so much energy doing it, overall you'll get a lot better score. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's go. Let's do this. So here's what I do. I will take every chest that was in my path purely because you get great stuff like that. But now we've got a clear map, so I'm going to take the quickest route, the one that costs the least energy. So I'll get this top artifact up around to this chest, straight down, along to the chest on the right hand side and up. So it'll look something like this. The reason I'll take all the chests along the way is because you want the buffs that are inside them. These can make or break. See, that's a great one. These can make or break your battles, especially if you are punching above your weight. You will rely on some of these because some of the floor debuffs you encounter can cripple you no matter what. See, the teleport wasn't ideal, but it takes you to one of those chests. Here we go, it's pinging us everywhere. Chest to chest, cannot argue with that. Another thing that you may not know, hopefully you do, this will save you a lot of energy. If you go back along the paths here, as you can see, it's not moving nowhere near as much on the side, and it does not cost energy when you go along the same path you've already been on. So your danger meter on the side will rise a lot slower when you travel on the same path, and it does not cost energy. So we got through there without a single battle. That's perfect, that's ideal. So, here's the first fight. I'll show you this first fight and then I'll skip all the others so the video doesn't drag on for 25 minutes. So on this difficulty we have level 60 Bell. We have piercing attacks, ranged basics have 15% chance to inflict wound for 6 seconds, and the chest buff which I've got is the armor one that you've seen. So as you can see there as well, they only last 3 encounters. So they're not permanent. Should be a fairly easy battle, this. Range is my least favourite class. I just find it so boring sat at the back doing this. Literally tapping away. But the good thing about Buzz Lightyear though on these range goons is he will strip their armour relatively quickly. Lots of shot damage, and as you can see, if you also dodge with Buzz, you will keep that one focus stack at all times, which is a good thing. The shock damage absolutely wrecks. He is the Guardian with the highest shock damage. It's one of the biggest parts of his kit, to be fair. But as you can see, the battles are really boring. So if I would have put this on Expert 3, and you get some debuffs like Empowered Fractured, which is just absolutely insane. It will ruin your fights, especially when it's combined with heavyweights, which means you cannot dash, and if you do, you are rooted. Then you're just basically a sitting duck. And it's just not worth it, because if you do not complete your dungeon, you will not get the overall finishing multiplier. That is what you need for maximum points. It's basically a big waste of energy. Global stun from Mickey. There we go. Global armor from Maui. No heals really needed here, but there we go. And we'll finish off there. She's shocked, so this will stun her as well. Another great thing about Buzz. Okay, so this is what I really want to show you guys. The strategy on how you do this. So you could take the left path, you could go straight along the top, but what's more beneficial is costing 1 energy to open up 2 portions of the map. So it's the same on both sides there. So we'll go down, we'll take a look. Lucky. Open up 2 portions. There's the exit. So what I would do is I will go back just a little bit. This is costing 4 energy on this. I'll take the 2 chests. Maybe not. I'll take the closer chest because it's right there. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because we know that there is definitely at least 1 more artifact on this floor. So what do? Do you go searching and waste the energy, or do you go to the exit and miss it? Now it could be yellow, could be red, could be blue. Now what I personally do, since I do not have the multiplier, the finishing multiplier, which does go up after every completed dungeon, I'll just take the exit, save the energy, and bounce. Go to the next floor. For me, it's all about energy preservation and collecting what you can along the way. So you can see where it says 5 on the side here. I'll explain this. Heavyweights, this is one of the most devastating debuffs you can get. So after dashing, a Guardian becomes hindered, which is basically rooted, for 5 seconds, making them unable to dash. Now you can still walk. Not a lot of people know that you can walk. So instead of flicking your screen on the bottom left, if you just hold it slightly, you will walk at a much slower pace, and you can do that after hindered. So if you do have Empowered Fraction and Heavyweights, use your dash to get out of special range or to get close to close them down, and then walk out of the way. So let's open this. Getting a really nice collection there of buffs. Take a chest. Hopefully you get a clear map. There's the red. That was super lucky. There's just no denying that. So I have some big scrolls. Now, people won't have these, but if you're in Alliance, you can earn the T1 versions of these. The T2s will come into it if you do spend orbs on some bundles. And what these do is they lock your danger meter for 8 nodes. The T1s does 4 nodes. But this is something that you may not know. If you have one of them, go to a chest, and in the chest, it increases your danger meter. That overrides the scroll, so hopefully it happens. It probably won't. So that is locked now for 8 turns, no matter where I move. If this says you have attracted enemies, you will have to do the battle. I kind of hoped it did, but let's hit this chest and see. So we have 2 on this floor. The chances are there is going to be a 3rd. But what I said before about saving energy, and we've got the red one, that is the main one. I'll take the next floor and out. So we're making great time on this dungeon as well. We're not going to come out with maximum points for this one, but we're going to come out with very minimal energy used. The floor debuffs have changed. I mean, they can carry over from floor to floor. I've been super unlucky once and had Empowered Fractured and Heavyweights 3 times in a row. I've also lost battles because of that combination. Always nice when you get that. So as you can see, we're on floor number 4 here, and I've used 21 energy so far. So that is a great turnover. And there's the second one, so we'll take the... Oh, I was going to say we'll take that one and we'll leave. This is a super lucky run, guys. This is so lucky. I'm going to go up here because the pattern tells me it's there. Yep. You keep running these dungeons, guys, you will get used to like some of the placements on where things are. Okay, so I'm gonna use another one of these just to lock out, so we don't have to do as many battles. There's an artifact down there. Teleports. We're getting so many teleports here. So we know where one artifact is. We can make our way back down there. The danger meter is locked, but it still costs energy. And now we are looking for the boss wave. As you can see from collecting a lot of the chests here in the top left corner, we have all of these buffs. And these will help you. Unrelenting Wind is another. It can be, at the higher levels, it's a very bad debuff, but it's not so bad at these levels. So we're going to take this exit, we're going to take the boss fight. We're going to get out of this dungeon. So it's cost us 37 energy, 47 in total, but we got 10 back. So that's a great amount. Very small amount. Here she is, Judy. Judy can be an absolutely devastating boss in this one. If she catches you with that route and you are on a harder difficulty, it can end your team. I always recommend Maui for ranged dungeons because if you let one of these Scrooge McDucks get their special off, you'll actually see it in a moment. Maui stacks will pop up. We have a Hercules there as well. 7, 8. If you look on the right hand side, you'll see Maui's going up. 9. Mickey's taking a bit of a beating, but that's fine. 15, there we go. Match stacks. Get the shock in. And global stun. Perfect combo, and then start whittling the Judy down. Ignore the genie for now. And just keep chipping away. When I'm playing Mickey, I will always try and wait till his 5 second stacks get up to 3, and then pop both of these together for the maximum heal. And then you've always got that global stun. Watch maximum healing. It's all about efficiency for me with Mickey. Maui's armor generation is crazy. Absolutely crazy for ranged dungeons. We'll pop that on the floor. Judy's down. Now sometimes if you take out the main boss, I'm not sure if this happens all the time, but if you take out the main boss quick enough, then the other enemies that could be in this wave do not spawn. And you'll notice if you leave the main boss until the end, that they could be more. So sometimes, if you can, it's better to take the main boss down. I think it works on a timer. If you leave it too long, then they'll spawn in anyway. It's worth testing some more. So we missed 6 on this one, which is pretty bad. But considering we only spent very minimal energy, And the next bonus multiplier there is 1.75. So the next run is 1.9. Then you will gradually start to spend a little bit more energy trying to get those other artifacts. I think we missed 2 blues, some yellows. So for a first run, that's not bad. I'll probably get 3 more runs in, and we'll finish around 15 and 20k, which is good because I'll hit everything that I need to hit, which is basically, this is the one you want to hit, the 9k. This is what all the main people go for. T4 Azurite crystals. You get 50 shards in one of these. It is random, split across the 4 classes. You'll also get T3 shards. Some more T4 shards there. They've changed the rewards here. 400 there. There's more. You'll get 1 at 18.5k. And I think you get 2 at the last milestone. You do. So that is quite a lot, guys. So yeah, as we agreed, if you've learned anything, guys, subscribe. Until next time, take it easy now.